Europe, Asia, North Africa, and significant parts of the Pacific all suffered enormous destruction as a result of World War II, the deadliest conflict in human history. Unprecedented societal shifts occurred as a result of World War II and the New Deal policies that followed. But did you know that several top-secret military initiatives were also undertaken during the war? Hello, and welcome to our channel Mystery Amuse. Discover your inner detective. From puzzles to unexplained events, we'll bring you the mysteries that need solving every day. So make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon to never miss an update. For today's list, we are going to have a look at the top 3 secret military projects dating back to World War II. Number 3. Superdrugs. The Nazis appear to have given their warriors performance-enhancing superdrugs. Many troops' incredible bravery during the war can be directly ascribed to drugs, the administration of which we today consider unethical. In the 1940s, large amounts of meth were provided to Nazi armies. Methamphetamine, the drug responsible for the devastation of countries worldwide, is often synthesized in secret facilities. The Nazis called it Pervitin, and it was widely administered to all of their troops. These soldiers were administered a stimulant with the goal of keeping them awake for several days. Troops may save a lot of money because they won't need to rest or eat as much. They would be less likely to have shell shock and would be more capable under duress. They may have developed PTSD later in life, but while high on amphetamine, they felt invincible. Americans and British did quite similar things, which is a terrible truth that no one wants to face. But they used benzocaine to replace methamphetamine. Amphetamines would be administered to troops in the United States for the same reasons as Nazis did. Soldiers would interpret it as being attentive and prepared for fight. Historians have referred to this technique as a pharmacological arms race. Unfortunately, the soldiers were given substances other than methamphetamines and amphetamines. Medical professionals on both sides may have distributed cocaine on some occasions as well. During the war, entire platoons would remain up for days on end while high on an unimaginable amount of cocaine. Number 2. Nazi zombies. The idea that the Nazis experimented on creating zombies is one of the most horrifying urban legends to come out of World War II. It's all over the media, and people can't stop talking about it. But did this actually take place? The truth is stranger than you might expect. Thankfully, the Nazis were unable to resurrect anyone, but they did create a research group called the unravel to investigate paranormal phenomena. Hitler expanded it after it had been founded by Heinrich Himmler in July of 1935. It's no secret that Hitler was fascinated by the paranormal and that other Nazi officials were as well. It's not often recognized, but the Nazi Party actually began as some kind of a cult society before evolving into the modern political party it is today. Anna Nerbe was in charge of finding the Ark of the Covenant, as well as studying physics and astrology. They served as grave robbers on 3 distinct occasions. They took the casket of Frederick the Great, King of Prussia in the 17th century, along with that of Field Marshal Paul von Hindenburg and his wife. It was believed that these dead warlords were pillaged as part of a covert plot to revive them. Without the necessary resources, the Nazis couldn't accomplish this feat. They wanted to keep the bodies as fresh as possible in the hopes of resurrecting the ancient Prussians as soon as possible. Now, before we move on to the secret project that topped our list, make sure you give the video a big thumbs up and share it with your friends as well. That said, let's continue. Number 1. American propaganda. The American war propaganda machine was a formidable beast, successfully rallying public opinion in its favor, inciting both patriotism and loathing for the Axis powers. The American government exploited the media to its advantage. Between 1941 and 1945, this propaganda effort boosted war output, won over the population, and stoked the passions of the soldiers who would go on to defeat the enemy. The government began massive bond sales campaigns to fund the war effort. They spread propaganda to advocate for increased productivity in the factory. Patriotic propaganda served as a primary means of keeping the public motivated throughout this time. The United States circulated brochures depicting Hitler and Mussolini in racial caricatures and used similar imagery to dehumanize the Japanese. President Roosevelt established the Office of War Information in 1942. The public's view had been manipulated by this organization that also attempted to brainwash the populace. The organization communicated with the American people via a wide variety of tools. By 1948, Hollywood films, radio broadcasts, and print publications had all been altered to advance their cause. The times during both the world wars were really tough. These kinds of secret military operations were undergoing not only during World War II, but World War I as well. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching.